WNKY News 40 at 5.
Want justice? Go to judgejudy.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Now, what I'm telling you is that your grandmother is responsible. And
Whoever
since you threw the party,
responsible, Your Honor.
What?
Whoever threw the chair is responsible, Your Honor, not us.
Just a second. What I'm telling you is they are responsible. You are financially on the hook. You and your grandmother. Stop moving around, shaking around. I know that it's very hard for you to get into your head. But what I'm telling you is there is no difference from if you are having a party in your house, a high school graduation party.
That's not what it was.
Oh, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. I can't help you. I'm trying to be respectful.
I understand.
I was trying to be respectful. I'm no longer respectful because you're stubborn. That makes you a fool. You're an uneducated fool. I'm telling you what the law is. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. We're done.
I'm in college. Wait, that's not fair.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
I was not the one that threw the chair.
I had a concussion. You know, that's a lot for someone to take.
People make their own decisions. They were all adults, over 18 years old.
That's true, but someone has to take responsibility for that kind of chaos.
You can't control everything.
As soon as I got there, it just flew from the sky.
Everything will be in the club from now on to keep it professional so things like this don't happen.
Well, I don't know if I'll be going to these events again.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 5. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Welcome into a Thursday in which we bested our high temperature of 80 yesterday by 1 degree today.
Oh, wow.
So we hit 81.
Wow,
officially.
It was warm.
Felt like it too, didn't it? Yeah, a little more mugginess in the air too. Yeah, that's a sign of moisture coming in, and eventually that moisture is going to be in the form of rain. We just got to give it a little more time, but you've noticed the clouds have picked up across the area, which we expected today, and late tonight we could actually see the first raindrops coming in. Community cams, we go to 446, which is the extension from I-65 and 31W in front of the Corvette plant. You see the beautiful fall colors there. 77 the temperature there, then 81 in Todd County near Elkton, and a beautiful fall picture there with a few clouds. Tonight, it'll be mainly cloudy, showers coming in late, and the temperature tonight only 68 for a low. As we get closer to the weekend, rain chances go up. A look at my 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, our top story tonight, we are learning more about a disturbing turn of events as police were searching for a reported person with a gun on the Franklin Simpson High School property on Tuesday. We now know that around 2 p.m., as authorities were actively working to locate that person, someone called in a bomb threat to the Franklin Simpson Middle School. Police say at the same time, a student posted on Facebook that they were going to shoot up the school. All Franklin Simpson schools were placed on lockdown. Moments later, Franklin PD says they were able to find a juvenile on Cherry Street, matching the description of the reported suspect on the high school property, who was also carrying a gun. He was taken into custody. Police traced the number that called the bomb threat into the middle school. A middle school aged juvenile was taken into custody. A third juvenile, who authorities say was responsible for making the shooting threat on Facebook, was also taken into custody. All 3 juveniles are now facing charges. The investigation is still ongoing. Members of the Kentucky National Guard who served on the U.S. southwestern border are honored today during a welcome back ceremony. Governor Andy Beshear was also on hand to recognize the men and women who have assisted the Department of Homeland Security and Customs and Border Protection security missions since 2020. More than 750 Kentucky soldiers were taking part in security and aviation missions and enhanced support to border security operations to ensure that customers and border protection agents were able to conduct their law enforcement work more efficiently.
The battalion supported 5 Border Patrol stations, enhancing the Border Patrol's ability to intervene in more than 572,000 illegal border crossings.
Governor Bashir also says that the National Guard soldiers were also instrumental in curbing the flow of illegal drugs over the border. More local news now for a little taste of India right here in Bowling Green. The India Oven restaurant has gotten a little bit more popular than it already was, thanks to a Cave City content creator that went viral. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey has more.
Yes, Morgan. Luke Collins, also known as Luke Foods on TikTok, visited India Oven for the first time to review their food after seeing similar creators do the same. Frankly, his mind was blown. Take a look.
Holy crap. This might be the best thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Cave City native Luke Collins had never tried Indian food before visiting
India Oven.
So he thought it would be a good idea to do one of his popular TikTok food reviews on the restaurant.
I've seen people on TikTok and all that eat Indian food, and it does pretty good. And I see that they would get butter chicken and all from India, and they'd always highly rate it. They always say, it's so good. And so I was like, man, I really want to try that too.
The video took off on TikTok. Now it has over 15 million views and even more across other platforms such as X, formerly known as Twitter.
I rated everything like around a 9.8 out of 10. Like that's very close to perfection. So I loved everything to death, and I would love to come back.
India Oven was as surprised as Luke about the popularity of the video. They are happy to see more people in the area trying Indian food.
My friend who doesn't even use the social media that much, he texted me that link back. So if he got that, link, I think it's already was viral or something. So I'm very thankful to him for doing that.
The owner of India Oven believes that the video has already made a difference at his business across the Commonwealth. Seeing an increased rate of foot traffic, he attributes to the viral video. Back to you, Morgan.
All right, Tucker. Well, drug overdoses, they are a growing concern with the number of deaths rising each year, especially in Kentucky. This weekend, organizations are working to combat that problem. A drug prevention seminar is planned for Saturday at the Bob Kirby branch of the Warren County Public Library. Starting at noon, speakers who work directly with overcoming addiction, as well as those with the Opioid Response Network, will be there to teach the community about overcoming this issue.
Talk about how to talk to your children, how to identify if your children are on drugs. If anybody has a drug overdose, what do you do? What do you do in the case of an emergency if something happens to someone and they try to kill themselves with pills or something like that?
The event is free of charge. Organizers say there are no dumb questions. They'll be performing CPR training and teaching people how to use Narcan. If you're looking to get more information or to get involved with the organization behind this event, you can email bgcinitiative@gmail.com. Well, a local teacher is celebrated today with a $25,000 award. News 40's Noah Fairber was there for the celebration and joins us now with all the details.
That's right, Morgan. Third grade teacher Shane Baker received an incredible honor from the Milliken Foundation today. They recognized some of the top teachers in the country. Take a look. At Jennings Creek Elementary School, students are curious as to why their superintendent and the lieutenant governor are in the gym. What they and one teacher do not know is that his life is about to change.
2 weeks ago, we had a meeting with myself, Mr. Clayton, and then two people from KDE to let us know that somebody had been selected here, and they let us know it was Mr. Baker. But we were sworn to secrecy. Teachers were speculating all week. They thought wild things, but I tried to make them think Taylor Swift was coming and all kinds of things to get them out of there, because some of them are really, all of our teachers are super intelligent, but they're inquisitive. So they actually had mentioned the Milliken a couple times, and I just had to act like I never heard of it.
Mr. Baker didn't win $25, $250, or even $2,500. He won $25,000 from the Milliken Foundation for being one of the top educators in the United States.
I hope it allows me to continue getting better at what I do, because I don't feel like I'm worthy of being recognized to be one of the top teachers in our nation. So hopefully I can learn from people who have even more wisdom and know-how than I do. So I'm very humbled, though, to be a part of it.
Interim Education Commissioner Robin Kinney is excited for Shane and reiterates how important teachers are to the Commonwealth.
I wish we could recognize them all with a very special ceremony to each and every one of them. But we must keep remembering that in schools across the Commonwealth, there are great teachers like Mr. Baker everywhere.
Mr. Baker is able to use this money however he wishes, and he told us he plans to invest that money to help his 10-month-old daughter have a better life in the future. Morgan?
Love that, Noah. Thank you so much. Still to come on News 40 at 5. Strokes are one of the most common health scares in the country. When we come back, we'll take a look at what you can do to minimize your risks. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back after the break with a full look at our forecast. That's coming up next.
WNKY News 40. Broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
What would Daniel Cameron's Medicaid plan mean for my patients?
He's threatening to take away health care coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians.
It's very scary that people are not going to have health coverage.
People will not be able to see their doctors. People will not be able to buy medicines.
Many rural hospitals will end up closing their doors.
Cameron is still following his pal, Matt Bevin.
I don't know why you do that.
I don't think Daniel Cameron understands what Kentuckians are going through.
And that is not acceptable for a governor.
For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Call Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Nice. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. New customers, download the app now and bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
You've been in a bad car wreck. You're hurt. You need a lawyer, but how do you pay for the help you need? First, let us travel to you. Let us pay for your accident report, records, and bills. Let us get you good medical treatment. Let us take care of you. Get the money you deserve, and we'll only get paid from your settlement. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Welcome back. Well, Chris, it is National Pumpkin Day. There's a good chance that many people have probably already celebrated. Maybe you've even carved a pumpkin or stacked them. We put a call out earlier today to share your favorite pumpkin patch pictures with us. We heard from several people. Take a look at some of these. So many families have already gone out to the local pumpkin patches.
Pumpkin patch.
And taken their families and picked out that perfect pumpkin. And
I wonder if Linus was out there and waiting on the great pumpkin.
The great pumpkin.
Yes.
You know, I took my little one out. We didn't see the great pumpkin, but we did see a lot of nice pumpkins.
Wow. It was a good day for it, you know, to get out there and find the
That's
favorite.
my little one.
I know.
Yeah.
There she is. Yeah. Find your favorite gourd. Gourd ahead and do that before Halloween.
Oh, gourd.
Thank you. Oh, very much.
That was good.
All right, here's a look at what's going on right now with our weather. Radar is showing some showers that's cropped up here in parts of the area. This is really just some upper level moisture that is not really as far as hitting the ground. This is just stuff that's up in the atmosphere over toward Metcalfe County and Columbia and that area, and you see scant returns on the radar screen there. It's back further west where all of this is reaching the ground as you go into parts of Arkansas and the Boot Hill of Missouri, south of Cape Girardeau. There's highway or Interstate 55 just west of Paducah where they're getting some of those rain showers. That's just the beginning of the shower activity that will be coming our direction as as we get into the overnight hours and into the day tomorrow. So we just got to give it a little more time and we'll get our turn here this weekend. Temperature-wise, 78 right now at the airport after hitting 81 for a high today, and a lot of you hit the low 80s. Some of you to the north stayed in the upper 70s as far as high temperatures. And currently from the airport, a temperature of 78. South wind coming in at 7, humidity 47%. The barometer rising at 30.09. The surface map showing a lot of rain and thunderstorms back to the west. This is the activity that's eventually going to come our direction. What's been holding it back is this big dome of high pressure which covers the southeastern United States, and it's going to continue to fend off the better chances of rain until we get more into the weekend, and then we'll start to see scattered shower chances going up late tonight and during the day tomorrow. Scattered showers, perhaps even a rumble of thunder. Here we go into Friday evening. Yeah, there may, or Friday morning, I should say, toward midday. A few showers, a rumble of thunder. The cold front makes its approach. And I do think we'll see rain chances backing off a little bit by tomorrow evening, which would be great for Friday night football games around the area. But as we get behind the front and the front kind of comes back northward, as a warm front as we get into Saturday, rain chances go north, but then they'll come back south after that as we get into the weekend. Rain chances stair-stepping up 30, 40, 50%, and then the highest amount of rain coming Sunday into Monday, along with much cooler temperatures. And look at that, we've bumped up the rainfall potential to about an inch, which is desperately needed here. Tonight, 68, warm with the showers late and a 30% chance there. And then tomorrow and the next few days, really nice and warm with those scattered shower chances in the 70s. But look, we turn much colder as we head into Halloween and the beginning of November. It's going to get downright cold with highs only in the 40s, lows in the upper 20s. And here's what's coming up tonight on NBC 40.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
I'm a nurse and a single mom of 5 kids. Budgets get tight, especially with costs right now. But Andy Bashir crossed party lines to cut the income tax, putting more money in the pockets of families like mine. It'll make life easier for me and for so many other Kentuckians. Governor Bashir really cares about people, and it shows. He puts the needs of working families first, and it's making a real difference in people's lives.
Geez. Hey, Trent. What's going on? You've been here for 7 hours.
I'm having problems with this ain't I'm coming back tomorrow.
I should call JB. Trent, geez.
Should have called JB Electric. At JB Electric, when it comes to electricity, we don't mess around. Make the right call. Call JB Electric.
During the COVID pandemic, I fought against Washington's unconstitutional assault on our rights. In Kentucky, Daniel Cameron did the same. When Andy Bashir shut down our places of worship, Cameron led the fight to reopen churches, taking Governor Bashir to court, and Cameron won and ensured that you had the right to worship freely. That's why I'm voting for Daniel Cameron, because no matter the fight, Cameron will safeguard your rights.
Protect Freedom PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living. Your new home is protected with a 210 warranty and backed by our full-time service department. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com, because life is too precious to be put on hold.
In health news now, every 40 seconds in the U.S., someone has a stroke, but health experts say many people can avoid having one by living a healthy lifestyle. Tonight, tips to help you avoid a stroke. It's a leading cause of death and serious long-term disability in the U.S.
Stroke is actually much more common than we think.
Every 3 minutes and 14 seconds, someone dies of stroke in the U.S. That's according to the CDC. But addressing 9 risk factors can help prevent most strokes. It starts with keeping blood pressure in check. A healthy lifestyle and limiting salt intake to less than 2 grams per day can also help. Diabetes is another risk factor. Control it with glucose-lowering medications, says Dr. Sidoni Ibrikshi, a neurologist at Cleveland Clinic.
What we like to target in diabetic patients is a hemoglobin A1C of around 7%.
Next, Ibrikshi says to control high cholesterol by taking statins or other medications. Fourth, be aware of atrial fibrillation, a risk factor for stroke that causes an irregular heartbeat.
They have to be on a strong blood thinner known as anticoagulation.
Getting sleep apnea treated is also key. Those suffering from the condition stop breathing for short periods during the night.
The main ways to prevent sleep apnea are weight loss, but also using a CPAP machine if it's moderate to severe.
Cut out smoking and limit alcohol intake to 1 drink or less a day. Both are major risk factors for stroke, as is what you eat. Ibrikshi recommends a diet rich in fruits, veggies, nuts, and lean protein. And finally, get your heart rate up at least 4 times a week for 20 to 30 minutes a day. Well, still to come on News 40 at 5, with at least 18 confirmed dead from yesterday's mass shooting in Maine. Authorities continue their nationwide manhunt for the suspect. The latest details when we come back.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
At Chandler Park Dental Care,
we want you to leave us feeling cared for, confident in your smile,
and in better health than when you arrived.
Call today to schedule an appointment and experience the comprehensive and trusted care you deserve.
As Kentucky families struggle, Joe Biden brags.
Bidenomics is working.
Andy Beshear agrees. Beshear backed Biden's disastrous economic policies. Now he's endorsing Biden for re-election.
This president delivered.
For Andy Beshear, he did, giving $250,000 to fund his agenda.
I want to thank the president.
Beshear's with Biden. Trump backs Daniel Cameron. If you stand with Trump, vote Cameron for governor. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
Nice. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. New customers, download the app now and bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Sundays are for football. WNKY 40 is your go-to for the NFL. Watch games all day on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
Right now, flags at state buildings across the Commonwealth are at half staff. Governor Andy Beshear announced the order in honor and remembrance of the mass shooting victims in Lewiston, Maine. Flags will be lowered to half staff until sunset on Monday, October 30th. Governor Beshear encourages homeowners, businesses, and organizations throughout Kentucky to join in on this tribute. And this as a massive manhunt continues tonight in the state of Maine. Police are still searching for the suspect in this horrific mass shooting. It happened last night in the state's second largest city of Lewiston. At least 18 people are dead, 13 others wounded. NBC's Chris Ballone has the latest details.
In the communities around Lewiston, Main streets are empty, businesses and schools closed, people are staying home, some locking their doors for the first time in a long time as police try to close in on a killer.
Based on our investigation, we believe this is someone that should not be approached. This is someone that should be, if you come into any contact with this individual or someone that you think looks like this individual, you were to call 911.
An arrest warrant has been issued for 40-year-old Robert Card. Investigators believe he's the gunman seen here holding an assault-style rifle. The shooter first opened fire around 7 in a Lewiston bowling alley, then drove to a nearby restaurant and bar and killed more people there.
Multiple victims for an active shooter in the town of Lewiston.
Leroy Walker confirmed to Lester Holt his son Joey was a manager at Shemengi's Bar and Grill and died in the massacre.
He went into telling her that he died as a hero because he picked up a butcher knife from somewhere. You know, he has all that stuff near the bar anyways. And he tried to go at the gunman to stop him from shooting anybody else. The gunman shot him twice through this.
Police found Card's abandoned car about 8 miles from the shootings. A police bulletin said Card was trained as a firearms instructor and believed to be in the Army Reserve. That release also said he recently reported mental health issues, including hearing voices, and had threatened to shoot up a National Guard base in Maine.
This city did not deserve this terrible assault on its citizens, on its peace of mind, on its sense of security.
Now, as the search for the suspect continues, so many questions remain. Why? How? And is any place truly safe? Chris Pallone, NBC News, Lewiston, Maine.
In consumer news now, the United Auto Workers Union and Ford reached a tentative labor deal last night. The agreement sets the stage to return 16,000 striking workers to the job within days. UAW President Shawn Fain said his group's moves to target strike profitable factories of 2 other major automakers made a difference at the bargaining table with Ford. In its statement Wednesday night, Ford said it was pleased to have reached a tentative agreement. The deal reportedly gives union workers at Ford an immediate 11% pay increase and then pay hikes beginning at 25% over the next 4+ years.
It's an emotional time for me. You know, I'm emotional, but just super excited that this is over with and just can't wait to get back to work.
From what I'm hearing, it sounds like great news for us all. So hopefully we'll be back to work Monday.
The agreement doesn't go into effect until 57,000 rank-and-file members at Ford vote to ratify the deal, which could take more than a week. Mortgage rates continued their upward trend last week amid stronger than expected economic activity. Freddie Mac data shows the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged at 7.79% in the week ending October 26. That's up from 7.63% the week before. A year ago, it was just over 7%. The most recent numbers mark the 7th week in a row that mortgage rates have continued to climb toward 8%. That's the longest consecutive rise since spring of last year. The Commerce Department is reporting the U.S. economy grew at a rate of 4.9% in the third quarter. That was well above the second quarter's 2.1% rate and faster than economists' expectations. The third quarter's rapid rate of expansion comes despite interest rates standing at their highest level in 22 years. Robust consumer spending fueled growth in the third quarter, a sign of the economy's remarkable resilience despite tougher borrowing costs and persistently high inflation. Well, stay with us. We'll have a final look at your forecast right after this.
Injured in a car accident? At Flora Tappan Stewart Accident Injury Lawyers, we're dedicated to getting the maximum value for our injured clients. Experience. Only our top attorneys will represent you. Personal representation, local attorneys who care. Commitment to our clients. Get maximum value. Call Flora Tappan Stewart for big results with local top attorneys.
Daniel Cameron's staunch position allowing for no exceptions in the case of rape or incest. It is an insult to the injury that these survivors have already made it through.
I'm not the first and I won't be the last. And there are other little girls out there that need that choice.
And now, Attorney General Cameron is demanding access to the medical records of Kentucky women who go out of state for reproductive health care without their permission. That's extreme. and it's dangerous.
All-wheel drive season is coming. Changes, weather, road conditions. What doesn't change? Toyota's capability to keep pushing on with a family of trucks built to outlast and outlive any adventure. Like the powerful new Tundra, the most capable Tundra ever, with towing up to 12,000 pounds and the best resale value in its class. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Change is coming. Stay ahead with Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man.
Let there be light, ma'am. Looks like she finally called JB.
Welcome back. Well, Chris, what can we expect tonight as we head out to dinner?
Some of you may get a little bit of rain later tonight. I mean, we saw some of it on the radar. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, a low of 68. Showers coming in late tonight. The better chance of rain coming tomorrow. Then kind of scattered and a bit unsettled for the weekend. Highs will stay warm for a while longer. But the big change coming Sunday night into Monday and for next week, bitterly cold.
Oof. All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you at home. We'll see you at 6 on CBS.